Alright, so there's a couple of reasons I'm making this video. First off, in the description box, I am going to have the specs to my new computer, which I'm testing out. My sound settings for the game, just basically everything on default, except that I brought down the master volume to about 65, because at 100 it's just way too much. So I did that. So yeah, so I went up from a 2070 Super, which couldn't even run this game at like 30 FPS on medium. And I had a Ryzen 7 5700G, which I totally feel like that helped me back big time. But you see, I had to go with that computer and build it from scratch because at the time of the pandemic, there was absolutely nothing else. And I was coming from a GTX 690 and an i7 6700. And that computer completely crapped out. It lasted for like years, like 6 or 7 years or something like that. I can't quite remember, but it was quite a while. And I was like, you know what? I need something. And I was desperate to have something. So I went with that setup. But now I got this ridiculously amazing pre-built, which I normally don't do because I usually, build my computers myself. Either I put them together or I pay the store to put the parts that I chose together. But this literally had everything I wanted. The white case, the graphics card to a T, the white cables, like everything's white. It looks like a spaceship. I couldn't have built a better computer in terms of the looks or the specs, and I wouldn't have been able to actually build this computer for the amount of money that I got this computer for. So this one's got an yeah, I've already said that, RTX 4070 Super Ti. Now, I would have gone myself with a Ryzen 7 7800 X3D or 3XD, whatever that thing is called. But they didn't have it in the configuration for this computer. It's heaven forbid, but wait before you start rolling your eyes. It's an i7 14700F. Not K, not KF, just an F. What does that mean? It means that thing that you're thinking right now, get it out of your mind, because it's been officially been stated that those terrible issues with the i7s and the i9s, I believe the i9s as well, they don't, the F series don't suffer from that. So that's why it's a non-issue. Plus I have a warranty. I'm only planning on having this computer for a couple of years. Until I actually potentially build myself something monstrous. And the reason I'm also testing this game out, by the way, which it's like on full graphics. And as you could tell, it's pretty much 60 FPS. Once in a blue moon, I'll lose like 1 frame. I can't even feel it. That's what she said. Is because this was the only game that my computer couldn't play. It was the only one. I couldn't even play it at 30 FPS. Hell, I could play Red Dead Redemption 2 at 60 FPS. I could play Forza Horizon 5 60 FPS on high to / ultra settings. Now I could do full extreme, obviously, but the point is, this game was my Achilles heel. I know that the Eternum version of the game is coming out on October the 15th, and I've already covered that on my channel playing the open beta on the PS5. But because I bought this game on day one when it came out, at least I think I bought it on day one, I don't remember. I also don't know what I was thinking because, oh boy, that computer I had at the time didn't stand a chance in hell. And now, it just works. So essentially, my CPU is very, very similar. Let's not get all hasty now. It is comparable to the Ryzen 7 7800 X3D. I think that's what it's called, 3DX or whatever. And I'm just excited. Like, I'm over the moon because it saved me a lot of time. This was one of those I just literally walked in, plop, give me that computer. I had been researching it for a while. I was thinking, you know, I'm just going to wait. It's not worth it right now. The 5 series GPUs are going to come out. This, that, and the other thing. But I just don't care. This is so much better than what I have. That's all that matters. I don't need the absolute best. I just need the shit that I do on my computer to work. And my old one was already doing that. Just once in a blue moon, I'd have the rare odd game just not perform well. But that's why I'm making this video. In terms of other technical stuff about Eternum, I'm not going to cover that right now because I don't really have anything to say, to be honest. I'm just really excited for the game, and I know Throne and Liberty's coming out as well soon in a few days. And it's a free MMO unless you pay for early access, and it's made by the same developer, NC Soft, that made Guild Wars, which, oh my god, I'm a huge fanboy of that. So it's just going to be interesting to see how everything plays out. But right now, this just feels so good. I've owned the game for 3 years. And I still painfully played through almost a dozen hours. Averaging like 24 frames a second like a movie, like a film. And I know that the server that I'm on is going to be able to have the new people come here. I won't be able to leave this server to go to the new one. Well, that, and to be perfectly honest, I'm probably just going to buy the game on the PS5. Just don't forget, my thing, too, is about... well, that's interesting. Is it a glitch? Maybe I can just smack it. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, so my thing is about... I just prefer, because of accessibility and stuff like that, I simply prefer to play on console. But if I have to, like for my Xbox exclusive games, because I don't have an Xbox anymore, I got rid of my Series X, because I just have too much. Just up until like a month ago, I had a PS5, an Xbox Series X, I got my Switch, I have a computer, an iPad. Like, my goodness, it's just too much. I don't need all that stuff. So I decided to get rid of it in place. The understanding would be that I would eventually get a computer, use the Xbox app, and that's what I've been doing. Now I can play all those games. It looks a little better, runs smoother, for obvious reasons. And I'm just very, very content with my purchase. I use my PC predominantly for recording, like I mentioned before. And for games where, again, I don't have a choice. Well, this one, I do have a choice. A little bit of a goosey glitch again. There we go. I haven't had that happen in the open beta on PS5, I'm just saying. Kind of interesting now, 2 trees like that. You don't get to pick an archetype. But again, I don't want to talk too much about the game. Haha, even though that's what I'm doing. I am playing the game. I just want to...
There you are. I was starting to
I just want to get lost in the moment,
importantly,
honestly.
Though, what did you... Unfortunately, I didn't have as... Now that most of our...
I'm not even reading the quests. I skipped all of them in the open beta. Just to be perfectly honest, when I get it on the PS5, what I'm going to end up doing is I will actually read all of the quests. So I will do that. Not a problem. But for now, it's not that I don't care. I just don't want to get into it. As simple as that. No, I don't plan on always going 10 to, like, matching the numbers for this there, but I'm just having fun. Like I said, that's what gaming is supposed to be about. Just having a grand old time. Actually, I think it's tab. Yeah, it's tab for the inventory. I've got this, That's right, because I can unlock, I believe, different, I can have two sets of weapons. There's the, set 1, and I can have set 2. At least so I think. If I do something like this, right? Or I can do the great sword. But this one's 175. Let me do this one. And then what you can do is that. I mean, I'll give you a little teaser of what I do want to talk in my gaming news when it doesn't have to do... Or, sorry, when it has to do with the game. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so tired. Go ahead and build that. That's your respawn point from what I understand. You can craft as well. So it says. Respawn point, rest. I could change my skin. Oh, I see. That's kind of... sort of funny, but not really. Man, this game is so fun. I think I cranked in like 15 or 20 hours during the beta. It was glorious, I say. Oh, that's right. So the teaser of what I want to talk about in my gaming news video is the controversial decision, and we don't know how it's going to play it on day one, in terms of... Oh! Sorry, I can't talk. Having locked target on the controller, but not on the keyboard. Kind of like any other game where you can just target lock. Like a Souls game. And you can do it in PvP. Now, whether or not they changed that on launch, I don't know. But imagine everybody with a controller. You can, like, jump around and do all this funky stuff. Think you're Mick Jagger? If Bucko's got a controller, that better not be a slur. I used to use that word all the time. I used to call my teacher Bucko. Just to tease him. Super chill guy. But in this day and age, everything's a slur or an albus something or another. I don't even know what it means. Anyhow. So that, to me, is problematic. So that's something I want to talk about. Not right now. I don't really have much else to elaborate on it. But I do definitely want to get... into that a little bit. But yeah, one of the main things I just love about this game, with such a high passion, is the fact... What the hell? Nasty. I forget what I was saying. Hey, I'm over here. Oh, right. It's rare to find an MMO or an action RPG as they're trying to rebrand it. On console, that's decent. You could be thinking to yourself, but Elder Scrolls Online, but Final Fantasy 14 Online. And listen, I agree. Amazing games. Final Fantasy's got the cross progression and all that. I don't believe Elder Scrolls does. But as great as those games are, and I can recognize greatness when I see it. That's it. I just don't really enjoy those games. There's something about Elder Scrolls Online, the combat, the skills, the morphing. You can't see it before you morph it. You gotta look it up online. I don't know. It bugs me in the Final Fantasy map. It's all like just very bizarre. All the subsections, you die. I don't even remember how to get to where I was. It does a good job of making me feel like I'm completely brain dead. But when I play virtually any other game on Earth, I feel smart, empowered, confident. Not in those games, but I understand their worth. I do. I'm not crapping on the games themselves, even though I'm allowed to do that. It's just, those few points that I mentioned that are bothersome to me. Anyhow, so there you have it. I'm playing this for now because I just couldn't wait. Technically, I'm still going to be able to... I'm trying to think of what I want to say here. I'm technically still going to be able to play what I want. I'm still going to be able to play this character. Gosh, I've been up too long. I can't keep doing this when I'm so exhausted. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And I really appreciate just how beautiful the game looks. Even on the PS5. Is it even there? Because it does look slightly sharper on here, but I don't give a shit about sharpness. I don't like anti-aliasing. I don't like aliasing. I like anti-aliasing, obviously getting rid of the aliasing, that is. But when it comes to super high res and things are massively sharp, that I don't mind. I don't mind it. Actually, in Guild Wars 2, I have it so that it's not too sharp. And I have it giving me a more of a softer look.
Welcome back, my friend. Glad to see you're still with us. While you were away,
yeah, the voice acting and everything in this game is good. Definitely gotta give him props for that. Crafting, cooking. Oh, it's so fun. Whoops. Yeah, so for the most part now, this is fairly similar, for obvious reasons, to the beta. Even though this is the full release of the old New World. I don't know enough to know exactly everything that's going to change, apart from a few subtle things like you can swim now. Great, I was just swimming now. Apparently that's new. I don't remember just not being able to swim. I was pretty sure that you could before, but what do I know? Excuse me. What's good about eating is you get a buff, and it lasts for 20 minutes, where it'll bring up your health and stuff when you get attacked. Now the spear. The spear. Throw your spear. I don't want to throw my spear. What the hell's wrong with you? That's a zoner. Not too sure what a zoner is compared to an impaler. No idea. But I do know this. When I get the game, look at all these things. Oh, one of the biggest things I like about this game, sorry. Apart from just, I like it. That's it. One character does it all. There's like literally no need to have ults. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Fantastic when it comes to that. It's Final Fantasy in that regards. Let me go to my... No. Tab, again, is for the inventory. I wanted to try something a little different. The Fire Staff. Life Staff is for healing, 61 damage. 61. Really? I remember getting my ass handed to me when I was using the staff. Like, I mean, I just couldn't kill anybody to save my life. Just couldn't do it. Yeah, I seriously don't know what the hell I want to talk about. But what I do know... Yeah, I do feel like the combat... I don't know, maybe it's been a while, but I'll tell you this. I used to die an absolute shit ton. And it's not because the game was running at, like, mid-20s FPS. That's an excuse. I would love to use it as an excuse. That ain't why. The game was just a lot harder. Now I believe even some of the dungeons allegedly are supposed to be able to be potentially soloed. And some people are mixed on that. On how they feel about it. In the bush. This isn't foraging though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video soon. I just want to have a little bit of fun, try out a few different things. Whoops. Oh yeah, change the skin. Yeah. Tab. Now, I keep hitting the wrong thing, and I think it's because, like I said, I need to get to bed. Oh boy. Oof. Wonder if there's an ice staff. So the fire staff doesn't seem, at least not for now, doesn't seem to kill any quicker. Because normally, you know, healer, you deal less damage. Alright. I think I'm just gonna potentially end it here. Let me see how long I've been recording for. 21 minutes. Just as long as a South Park episode. And it wasn't even that entertaining. So definitely I'm not going to make you suffer through that shit again. That's my shield right there. Yeah, 60. Well, first of all, I got a new shield. And I am going to try the Great Sword, because why not? I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. You know, the big thing. Catch up with near the entrance. Okay. Surprised I'm not encumbered yet. What's my weight at? Check it out. Oh, okay. I'm halfway there. That's a height. I really love how the UI is all laid out. Like all your weapons, your woodworking, your leatherworking. Everything's just so beautifully categorized. And it's awesome. It really, really is. I can't wait to have shoes. I feel like that's something I need. It's something I desire. Uh-huh. Alright. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support that channel. The good old algorithm. Trying to make me more relevant in the search results. When people are looking stuff up on the internet.
Hey, you gave it.
If you didn't like the video, well, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it. I'll break this thing off right where the sun don't shine. And if you want to subscribe, come on now. Naturally, that would be bloody fantastic, wouldn't it? At least for me, not for you. And if not, well, that's okay. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now. Now for my VIPs.
They shall witness the power manifest. The true future of the human race.
For the Horde. I had to do that. I gotta be fantastic like that. For my VIPs. Get him! That's what I want to do. Be able to help out the lobies. Just come here on a little pipsqueak. Level 1. Or high level. I mean on the level 1s, like fighting them. Chat global area. Yeah, definitely the game is these a little... Yeah, I don't need to keep killing these. I don't know where I'm going. Where's the eye of the storm? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Oh, either which way.
You steal that which is mine. You assault my followers. And now you disrupt my plans. This is personal.
Okay, now for real. For real, for real. I'm done. The master's at work. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off before I fall asleep and start snoring in the recording. I think it might have happened once when I was live streaming, or I came close. I kind of nodded off for a second. It's like, oh man. Alright. Until next time, bye for now.